Hey guys, here we are at one of the many Planet Fitnesses in my area, and we're here to answer the age-old question, why do people love to hate on this place? Stay tuned. Hey guys, and welcome to our channel. Today we're going to be asking the question, why does everyone love to hate on Planet Fitness? Well, that's a good question, and we've come up with 4 pros and 4 cons to hopefully attack this question and give you some feedback. But before we do that, I just want to give you a brief history. So, Planet Fitness is one of the largest fitness franchises in the whole world. There's over 2,600 locations, and they're in the US, Canada, Mexico, and Australia, just to name a few of the countries. These gyms have developed a reputation for being for the average Joe, and they certainly do live up to that in my opinion. Now, full disclosure, I am a member of Planet Fitness. I've been with them for at least 3 years now, and I have really very little to complain about. Having said that, there are always things that we could improve on or like to see change. So without further ado, let's move on to the list. Number 1 in our pro category, lots of locations. Well, obviously, 2,600 locations all around the world. That's a lot of places to work out. I can literally walk out my door right now, and within 15 minutes, I can hit 4 different Planet Fitnesses. So needless to say, you're never going to have any problems finding a location near you. Number 2, plenty of equipment. Now, I am not going to go on the types of equipment or the lacking of equipment. We're just going to say for the pro that there is certainly an adequate amount of equipment for the value. So each Planet Fitness is a little bit different. Some are larger, some are smaller, some have more equipment, some have less. But overall, you're going to find similar pieces of equipment, and generally I have no problems finding a machine, especially in the cardio department. And even though there are certain limitations on weight sizes, especially in the free weight department, I've never had trouble getting a great workout as just an intermediate lifter. Number 3, clean and friendly staff. So this is kind of grouped into the 2 categories of clean and friendly. Now, look, not every Planet Fitness you go to is going to be the same as the ones I go to. But I've found that overall, with the exception of one here or one there, that most of the time they do follow a good protocol of keeping the place clean and also the atmosphere friendly. Number 4 and final on the pros is you can bring a friend. That's right, you can bring anyone you like to work out with you. I think this is a great feature to have, and it's always nice to have a friend to work out with. All right, so getting to the part you were probably all looking forward to, the cons. So the obvious out there is going to be the lack of equipment. No, this place doesn't have all of the state-of-the-art, newest bodybuilding equipment, free weights, or certain specialized machines you might see in the more expensive commercial gyms. You're also going to find that they have Smith machines, which are adequate but not as effective for certain training methods, especially deadlifts, due to the fact that you're going vertical, which can certainly change muscle hypertrophy, or at least limit it. But remember, these gyms are geared more towards the average person and not your professional bodybuilders. Another con in the equipment department is certainly the dumbbell rack. If you like to push 110 pounds in each hand over your head, you're not going to be able to do it here. But I don't really know too many people that can do that outside of professional bodybuilding or some strongman competitions. Number 2 on the cons is what we've kind of touched on already, is this is a gym for more or less newbies, people that aren't really used to exercising, weightlifting, doing cardio. Pretty much a guy like I was before I joined the gym and decided to lose some weight. Number 3, judgment-free zone. When I first started working out and losing weight and I joined this gym, I felt fairly comfortable. I did, however, notice that there was sort of an air just from certain people. Generally, not to stereotype, but more middle-aged male, very high testosterone-driven males that are just looking to stimulate their own egos. This is a limited sample of people, and for the most part I find most of the people in these gyms to be pleasant. However, there are always a few bad apples. Alright, I saved the best for last on the cons. Con number 4 and final. Summertime. And for any of you guys out there that are members of this gym, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Ages 14, 19, high school students, come on in. It's all free for you. So I have a particular time I go every day to the gym. I like to hit it early in the mornings, usually with the older folks on the treadmill. I'll generally come home, eat my pre-workout meal, wait about an hour or so for it to digest, and go do my weight training. I generally do that 6 days a week. Now, while I was in prep to get on stage for the first time, I had to get a lot of cardio in extra on top of what I was already doing in the daytime. And boy, did I find out quickly, it's no fun to go to the gym after 6 p.m. At least not at a Planet Fitness. First of all, once you get over 45 years of age, everybody under 20 looks about 12, maybe 10. Playing on the equipment, not really working out, flexing in front of the mirror with almost no real muscle definition, and pretending not to look at the cute girls. Needless to say, I try to stick to just daytime gym visits. All right, to wrap this all up, I just want to say everybody is different. We all have our preferences. Some people may want to go to a more exclusive gym that's a little more money, which is going to narrow down the barrier of entry. It all boils down to what your preferences are, what your budget is, and what you can tolerate and what you won't tolerate. If you want a nice country club atmosphere with all the newest equipment and the juice bar and the racquetball courts and the basketball courts and the swimming pools, and you have the additional income, by all means, that's your choice. There's no one stopping you from making that decision. If you want to join a gym where you just have all the old, dingy, old school free weights, dumbbells going up to 200 pounds each, an old rusty water fountain, and no air conditioning, guess what? That's your choice too. Whatever you're most comfortable with. There's no right or wrong for everyone. We're all individuals and we can all make up our own minds. You're only limited on your wallet and your imagination, right? So do what's best for you. I personally like the Planet Fitness for the locations, the staff, and the equipment's just fine for my needs. So to wrap up this video, I will just say, for the most part, Planet Fitness is good enough. And if it's not good enough for you, explore other options in your area. Find what works best for you. Because at the end of the day, you're the one that has to work out there, not me. Guys, thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you'd like to see more videos like this, go ahead and shoot me a message. Thanks.